She trusted her husband. She made a new best friend. But what she didn't know was that they were both hiding a painful secret. This is a touching and emotional love story about betrayal, lies, and healing. When Melody found out the truth, her world changed forever. Will she forgive them? Will she find peace again? Watch the full story till the end to feel every emotion. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more powerful life stories.
Welcome to Infidelity Love. Here we tell deep, emotional, and powerful love stories about real-life heartbreak, betrayal, secrets, and healing. If you've ever been hurt, lied to, or cheated on, if you've ever trusted someone who broke your heart, then you are not alone. At Infidelity Love, we turn pain into powerful stories that speak to the heart. We cry. We feel. We grow. Together. Every week, we drop new stories that will keep you hooked, touch your heart, and help you heal. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share with someone who needs to feel seen. Welcome to the family. Your story starts here.
The morning sun shines softly through the kitchen window as Melody Carter poured orange juice into 2 glasses. She had soft brown skin, big kind eyes, and a calm smile. She was 29, a sweet woman with a gentle heart. Her husband, Darren Carter, tall, handsome, and always clean-shaven, was getting ready for work. "Babe, your tie," Melody said with a loving smile, walking over to fix it. Darren looked down at her, kissed her forehead, and said, "What would I do without you?" Melody giggled and watched him walk out the door. She loved him deeply. She had trusted him for 7 years. They had a beautiful home in Dallas with gray walls, glass windows, white curtains, and pictures of happy memories. Later that afternoon, Melody went to a new yoga class. That was where she met Jasmine. Jasmine had short, curly hair, sharp eyebrows, and bright red lipstick. She smiled wide and spoke with confidence. "You're so calm, girl. I like your energy," Jasmine said after the class. Melody laughed. "Thanks. I don't make friends easily, but you're funny." That day, something clicked between them. Jasmine became a part of Melody's life fast. They laughed together, went shopping, and texted every day. Jasmine always seemed to know things about men. She gave advice about love like someone who had seen things. "I know when a man is lying," Jasmine once said, smiling in a way that made Melody pause, just for a second, but she ignored it. Melody didn't know that her new best friend was already deep in her home. One evening, Melody cooked Darren's favorite dinner: grilled salmon, mashed potatoes, and spicy greens. The kitchen smelled amazing. Soft jazz music played in the background. But Darren was late. He didn't call. He didn't text. Melody sat at the dinner table staring at her phone. The food got cold. Her heart began to worry. When Darren finally came in, 2 hours later, he looked tired and distracted. "I had a long day," he said, heading straight for the shower. "No kiss?" Melody asked softly. He didn't answer. That night, Melody couldn't sleep. Darren's phone was on the nightstand. She never touched it before, but something inside her felt strange. Her hand reached for it, then stopped. She turned to the window instead, watching the moonlight reflect off the glass. The next morning, Jasmine sent her a voice note. "You need to stop stressing, babe. Men are always busy, but you have to trust him. You're lucky, you know." Something in Jasmine's voice sounded too calm. Melody replied, "Thanks, I guess. I just miss the way Darren used to be." She sighed and looked at a photo on the wall, their wedding day. Darren held her close with pride. That smile was gone now. Still, she held on.
It was a sunny Saturday. Melody was doing laundry when she noticed Darren's dress shirt had a strong scent. A sweet, flowery perfume. She didn't use that scent. Her chest tightened. She smelled the shirt again. It was the same perfume Jasmine always wore. "No, no, no," she whispered to herself. "It can't be." She felt dizzy. The laundry room felt like it was closing in. Melody sat on the floor, hugging her knees. Her heartbeat raced. Later that day, she met Jasmine for lunch. They sat outside a cafe, under a yellow umbrella. "You look tired," Jasmine said. Melody forced a smile. "Just haven't been sleeping well." Jasmine reached out and held her hand. "You can talk to me about anything, Mel." Melody nodded. but her stomach twisted. She studied Jasmine's eyes, her nails, her smile. Everything felt different now. Was this the woman her husband was seeing? Was this why Darren was distant? But why would Jasmine become her friend? Why pretend? Melody left the cafe feeling cold inside, even though the sun was still hot. That night, Melody sat in bed beside Darren. He was asleep. His phone buzzed twice. She turned to it, the name on the screen, Jas. Her chest exploded with pain. She grabbed the phone, her hands shaking. She opened the messages. "Can't wait to see you again tomorrow. You make me forget she exists." Melody felt like she couldn't breathe. Her lips trembled. She stood up, walked to the bathroom and locked the door. She stared at her face in the mirror. Tears rolled down silently. "How could they?" she whispered. The betrayal burned. It wasn't just her husband. It was her friend. The next morning, Darren woke up to silence. Melody was in the kitchen, packing a small bag. "You going somewhere?" he asked. She didn't answer. He walked toward her, but she stepped back. She looked at him with tear-filled eyes. "You lied to me," she said softly. "Both of you." Darren froze. "Melody, I can explain." But she wasn't ready to hear it. Not yet. Melody stayed at a hotel that night. It had white sheets, soft pillows, and cold walls. She sat by the window, staring at the busy street below. People walked, laughed, lived, and she felt empty. Her phone buzzed again. It was Jasmine. Jasmine. "Melody, I didn't plan for it to happen this way. Please, let's talk." Melody. "Why me, Jasmine? Why become my friend if you were sleeping with my husband?" No reply. She tossed the phone aside. Then she opened her diary and started writing. Her hands shook, but she needed to let it out. "I thought I had a best friend. I thought I had a good man, but they both betrayed me. I made her my friend, and she took my home." She looked at the night sky. She wasn't sure what she would do next. But one thing was clear. The next morning, Melody woke up early in the hotel. Her eyes were swollen from crying, but her mind was clearer than before. She sat on the edge of the bed, holding her phone tightly. She had over 15 missed calls from Darren and Jasmine. Melody didn't want to cry again. She just wanted answers. She got dressed in a simple black hoodie, blue jeans, and flat shoes. She tied her hair back and looked in the mirror one more time. She didn't look like the happy woman she used to be. She looked stronger now. She took a deep breath and drove back home. When she opened the front door, Darren was there, sitting on the couch, his hands shaking. His eyes looked tired. "Melody," he stood up quickly. "Don't," she said. "Just tell me how long." Darren looked down at the floor. 8 months, he whispered. Melody gasped, her hand over her chest. 8 months, and you let me call her my friend. "She didn't know at first," Darren said quickly. "She met you by accident and said you were sweet. She felt guilty." Melody laughed bitterly. "So she kept smiling in my face while sleeping with you." At that moment, the doorbell rang. It was Jasmine. She was wearing a long coat, no makeup, and her face looked different. No pride, no smile, just shame. "Melody, please, I didn't plan any of this. I didn't know you were his wife when I first started seeing him." Melody stood frozen. "But once I found out, it was too late," Jasmine whispered. "You were so kind to me, and I felt like I didn't deserve your friendship." Melody's voice cracked. "You were right. You didn't." Then Jasmine cried. She dropped her purse on the ground. "I messed up everything. I ruined something beautiful. I hurt the only real friend I had." Melody wiped her face. I trusted both of you. She didn't scream. She didn't break anything. She just walked upstairs, packed the last of her clothes, and left the house for good.
3 months later.
Melody sat in a small art studio downtown. The walls were covered in paintings, bright colours, big flowers, and beautiful black women with powerful eyes. She picked up a brush and painted a heart. It was cracked, but still glowing. She smiled. A new friend, Nia, sat beside her. She had met Nia at a support group for women healing from betrayal. "You're glowing today," Nia said. "I feel lighter," Melody replied. She was slowly finding herself again. No more lies, no more fake friendships. She had moved into a smaller apartment. It had white curtains, a little balcony, and peace. One evening she got a message from Darren. "I'm sorry for everything. I still love you." She read it, then deleted it. She also got a message from Jasmine. "I'm moving out of town. I don't expect forgiveness, but I will always be sorry." Melody didn't reply. She stood on her balcony and watched the sunset. It was beautiful, calm, and honest. She had learned a hard lesson, but she survived. Moral lesson. Real friends protect you, not pretend beside you while causing you pain. You can love deeply, but still walk away when respect is lost.
Thank you for watching and supporting Infidelity Love. Your time, your love, and your comments mean everything to us. Every view, every like, and every share helps us tell more stories that touch lives. We are so grateful for you. Stay with us as we continue to bring you emotional stories that will move your soul. Until next time, remember, you are strong. You are not alone. And your heart will heal. With love. The Infidelity Love Team.